Hello, welcome back to Sacred Vapes, the channel that aims to bring you the views and experiences of products in the market today, brought to you by an average vapor. Now this week I've got something I wasn't actually meant to get. I was contacted by Vaporesso to review something, and they actually sent me something different. So for this week's pod series we have the Vaporesso Aurora Play. Now I've said on this channel before, Vaporesso are a really good company. They're really dependable mods, and something I'd always recommend to people. I recently found out, I picked up the Scare Tank for a review. Absolutely love it. I can highly recommend their tanks as well. So it was interesting to try out what their pods are like. But before we get into all that, let's give her a vape. Probably wondering why there's no vapor. Turns out when I first got this, I thought that was a fire button. Turns out it's just an on and off button. So it's an automatic draw system. Now what you get in the box. Right, here's the packaging that you get it in. It comes in silver, bronze and black. Get it open, and then you'll have your mod there, and then underneath that have a little box, and inside you will have a USB charging cable and a spare pod. On the back of the box, just to show you guys, is going to be all the specifications, what you get inside and whatnot, but no scratch code for some reason. There's no instruction books or anything like that inside. The device itself, it's a 650 mAh internal battery, chargeable via USB port, which is there. You have your on and off button. You also have I think it's a bypass mode. Just look, 3 clicks. You get a little light show, and it will take you into the different power levels. That's off. There we go. Now green means full, blue means medium, and red is low power. Apart from that, we'll get into this. It's got the flip design, as you can see. The pod is a 2mm capacity pod. It's a 1.3 ohm coil inside. I think it's ceramic, and it comes with, it's a replaceable, I'd say 510 drip tip, but it's like a very special connection. And just show you guys, it's not a standard connection, but it just pulls on and off. It's a fill hole that's a push to fill. Just show you, you don't just place it on top, you've got to push it in, and you'll feel the little push down when you do that. And pretty much that's it with the pod. I say 2mm capacity. So we'll get into the pros and cons of this now. And first pro for me is going to be the very niche design. A lot of pods do look the same. You just go back on this series alone and you'll see just how many all carry the same profile. So having something like this, which is a niche design, is going to appeal to, certainly to smokers who are moving into vaping especially. I like the design. I think it's very interesting. It's not something that necessarily will appeal to most people, but it's a pro if you like it. Next pro for me is going to be the 2mm pod. That's pretty standard, but I've been bringing a lot of pods that are smaller than that recently, so having the 2mm pod, fantastic. It'll last you well over a day. Next pro for me is the flavour. And vapor production. I mean, let's say it's only between 9 and 12.5 watts, so it's really nice, and it's a nice little hit. I mean, I'm using 20mg nic salt in this, and you are getting a little bit of a throat hit inside, so that's a pro. Battery life on this, I'd say it lasts most of the day. I have found that I'm charging it back towards 7-8 o'clock of the night time. I'm charging it. You know, I'm only taking the odd hit every now and again, so the battery isn't going to last you forever, but yeah, can't complain at that battery life. You know, it'll get you through the day, especially if you're just using it every now and again. Nice protected. I'd say overall the protection is a massive pro, because you've got that, and then you've got the power button as well. So the fact you can turn the device off, even though it's an automated draw system, so it's double protection basically. Apart from that, I like the fact you've got the little fill hole juice level there, so you know when to fill her up again without having to pull it out every 5 minutes. Charging time about an hour, maybe just over an hour, so it's not the quickest. It's only 1 amp charging, so yeah, it's not the best, but it's the fact that it's under 2 hours that I'm going to say that's a big pro. And yeah, apart from that, yeah, I'll go into the cons now. And the first con for me is going to be, it's going to be double-edged sword from the pros. It's going to be the design. You know, a lot of people aren't going to like this design. For me personally, I'd say I like the idea, I like the look of it, but it's having that at the side, that's a little bit of an issue for me. You know, you can't put your hands around it because you'll do that. So yeah, a little bit of a con in that sense. I'd say next con for me is going to be that little fill hole. It's a good idea, but I've noticed the liquid can come back out very easy to overfill as well. Especially as it's very fast filling when you do that. Next con, I'm always going to say, you can see the little bubble in there. There is a chance of bubbling when you're filling it up. And to be honest, there isn't many other cons as such. I'd say the device weighs as much as you'd expect something like this to. So yeah, so we'll get into the overall now. We'll do a nice short and sweet video. And overall, this is going to be something that really does appeal to smokers. It's not necessarily going to be something that is going to be mass bought by everyone out there who wants a pod, but you know, a smoker going into vaping for the first time, you know, this is going to be great for them. You know, especially if they want something to replace the Zippo that they used to own, then you can replace it with this. You know, you will find yourself playing with that quite a bit. You know, flavour, vapour production, all great on this. And you know, the fact that it's a nice big capacity with the 2 mils, battery life will last all day. You know, all them things. And yeah, at the right price point, I mean, if you're paying about £25 for something like this, and the fact that you get 2 pods, I didn't mention it in the pros, I forgot, sorry, but you get 2 pods in the box, absolutely fantastic. And I think there is mentions that they're going to be bringing a sub-ohm pod out for it. So, you know, that'd be really interesting. Again, the flavour should be fantastic. But, yeah, we'll round it up there. Would I recommend this? Yeah, if it appeals to you. I mean, similar to the Tesla Punk review, if this appeals to you, the looks-wise, it's a good little pod system. It's just, if you're not going to like the design, then it's not going to be for you. So yeah, that was the Vaporesso Aurora Play Kit. Now, how would you like to win one? Because as you would have seen, I have 2 available. Vaporesso have sent me 3 of them, so I'm going to give 2 of them away, seeing as I've used this one already. So how are you going to enter? Well, there's 2 ways I'm going to enter this competition. I'm going to correlate them together. First one is going to be, if you're watching this, just drop a comment down below, and because this is mainly for subscribers, this competition. So yeah, drop your comment below, and then that'll be your entry, and give the video a like as well. And then going on to the Facebook group, I'm going to put it up there, but ask people to subscribe to the channel if they haven't already. So yeah, I'll draw this next week and get them posted out next Monday. So there's 2 available, so there'll be 2 winners, the silver and the black. you know, first come first served as well. So if you want to win a particular colour, then the first person to get back to me with their colour choice gets that. The other person will get the other one. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Next week in the pod series, I think I'm finally going to bring the stars icon to you. Finally. Sorry, I put it off to do this because I wanted to get the giveaway out. So yeah, check it out next week. But as always, really appreciate watching. Stay safe. And keep vaping.